Imagine this, you are working on an AI assistant, a browser extension, an ebook reader, or even a local chatbot. Now you want to give your assistant the ability to speak. The first solution you think of is going to use cloud TTS APIs like from OpenAI, 11 Labs, Google, Microsoft, or any other services. But then you will have a couple of problems. First, your request goes to the cloud. The latency depends on the network. Third, you pay per request and your data leaves the device. What if I show you a solution that runs totally on your device? No API, no cloud, no GPU requirements, and it supports 31 languages. That is what today we are looking into, Supertonic 3. In this video, we will explore the Supertonic 3 GitHub repository from a developer perspective. We will understand what a Supertonic is, how it runs on device, how to use Python SDK, how to run the server to expose an endpoint with TTS functionality. This is Supertonic GitHub repository and the latest offering is Supertonic 3. This model is on-device model. It is based on ONNX framework, which is a kind of a runtime for devices or across devices. And that is why this model is blazingly fast. It supports 31 languages. It has about 90 million parameters and the weights are open as well. Since it is ONNX based, it is edge device ready. You can run it on Raspberry Pi or even e-readers, and obviously since it is on device, it doesn't require any network or GPU. This model generates 44.1 kHz high quality audio. It has expression tags like laugh, breathe, sigh, yawn, and couple of other. This model, since it is edge device ready, is available on multiple programming language and even on browser with web GPU as well. Here are some languages that are supported by this model. Now let's very quickly move into a demonstration section where we will run the model. The first thing you need to do is to install this Supertonic library and create a virtual environment. So what I'll do is that I'll go to my Visual Studio Code. First, I'll init a new virtual environment using Python 3.12.11. Then I'll add Supertonic package. Let me clear the screen. Now I have already written a small amount of code here, and the squiggly line is there because I haven't selected the correct virtual environment. It should be this one. Yeah. Now I have imported the library. Here we will create an instance of the TTS model. Then there is this style. Before running this, I would like to show you that there are at this point 10 different voices are available, 5 of female voices and 5 of male voices. Since there is no description about what kind of voice is that, you need to try and error with different voices. One more thing I want to show you is that Supertonic voice builder. Supertonic has this voice builder facility with which you either record a small portion or upload an audio already recorded by your voice and then generate a JSON file. That JSON file will resemble something like this, and with that JSON file you can create your style. Then you will have your text that you want to convert into audio. Now this TTS has synthesize method which takes the text, voice, style, language code. Language code are here, here are the language codes. Then there is this total step. The more number of steps the model takes to generate the audio, the better the quality and the lower the latency. This speed variable controls the speaking speed of the audio generated by the model. Then this TTS has save audio method which takes the wave file generated by the synthesize and the output file name. It will save the audio on the file path. Now what I'll do is that I'll run the main.py. So it has generated about 41 seconds of audio, and I would like to play that as well. I'm not sure how much you will hear because I have...
Imagine this. You are building an AI assistant, a browser extension, an ebook reader, or even a local chatbot or some other service.
I'm sure you would like that because it's really good. Now, I want to show you one more thing. That is a clean facility to create a server out of this. So we able to run the sample code, and here are some of the explanation about the variables. Now, in order to run a local server, what you need to do is that you need to install this package. So I'll just copy that, come here, and I'll say uv add serve and hit enter. Now I'll copy this command in order to start the server. Clear the screen. I'll say uv run, and this command, it will start a local server. And if I get this and go to my browser, you will see completely running text to speech API, and it has two formats. First, their native implementation, then there is OpenAI-compatible route as well, and in case you want to generate sound in batches, you can do that as well. So this is really powerful. Next, I would like to show you that it has, there are some demos even running on Raspberry Pi and e-reader. These much languages are supported. So let's say if you are building a Flutter application, you can use this. iOS, Rust, any even browser based web GPU is able to run this model on the browser itself. Before we end the video, I would like to show you a couple of more things as well. So this is the official Hugging Face library. Then here are some expression use cases, how to use expression tags so that the generated audio can laugh and do much more thing. I think I have shown you everything I wanted to show in this video. I hope this video is helpful to you and you have now gained understanding how to use a text-to-speech model locally on your device. Finally, this is it from my side for this part of the video. If you like the work I put on my YouTube channel, consider subscribing to my channel. That helps. I appreciate you watching till the end. Enjoy the life, feel the music. Peace.